time to hear from our second contestant for tonight. So make some noise for Bobby McCumber!
Hey guys, thanks for having me. My parents have recently celebrated their 36th wedding anniversary. My mum is from an island called Kiribati, which is in the Pacific. Not many people know where it is. But she met my dad there 36 years ago. Love at first visa. She's been here ever since. But they are madly in visa. They're madly in love. They're madly in love. And one of the things that my mum struggled with when she first came over here to Australia was the English language. She could speak English, but you've got Australian slang. People are talking fast. There's a lot of swear words that she'd never heard of before. So one of the things that my mum struggled with was telling my brothers off when they were little. Not me, because I was an angel child, but my younger brother in particular. He was a real handful. And I'm going to give you an example of my mum telling my brother off, throwing a swear word in there, but not actually understanding the content of the swear word. That's my mum. Peter, stop that, you son of a... My brothers and I looked at each other, we go, did she just call herself a... No, I said, you a son of a... We go, yeah, ma, he's your son. Son of a... You just called yourself a... No, son of an... Ha! We go, yeah, ma, you just called yourself an... No, you're... My mum was a little angry. I channel my mum, I get very angry, I apologise. I went to America a few years ago. I was visiting a friend of mine and she was living in Savannah in Georgia. Or as they like to say, Savannah. They talk a lot slower there. And I didn't just notice that because, I talk really fast, but they just talk really, really slow. So one of the things they struggled with in Savannah was understanding me. Okay, but I met this girl from my friend's work, and her name was Victoria. Now this is a little chit-chat conversation I had with Victoria, which should have gone for about 10 seconds, went for about 10 minutes. How y'all doing? My name, Bobby, is Victoria, but y'all can call me Vicky. I have been living here now in Savannah 29 years of my life, Bobby, and I am a single lady. I don't know how. I don't know why, Lord, I just am single. I'll give you the tip, Vicky. There's 10 minutes of my life I'm not going to get back. Pick up the pace, Vicky! Jesus. I went down to Miami. I was there for 5 days. And they say in America, the further down south you go, the slower they talk. So I'm thinking, Jesus. I get there and I met a lady in the ghetto when I was in Miami. And her name was Khadijah. Now, Khadijah had a different way of speaking. I thought she was going to be talking really slow, like Victoria. But no, she had a different way of speaking. To give you an example, I would say the police called and they found Monique in the ghetto and she's dead. Very morbid, but that's how they speak in the ghetto. But Khadijah would say it like this. Let's be careful in the front row. The police call! They found Monique in the ghetto. She's dead. She's dead because she in the ghetto. She got to go. She's got to go. That's it for me, guys. Thanks very much. Bobby McCumber.
You got to get with the times, Doc. Not only is energy efficiency cost saving, it's also better for the environment.
Why do you care so much about the Earth, Linus? If humans have to move to another planet, you'll fit right in. You already look like the love child of E.T. and Spock.
Which brings us to the Hans mainframe server. You once told me he uses as much energy as a small town. Remind me what he does around here again?
You are such a hypocrite.
Excuse me?
You humans are always giving us machines a hard time about the greenhouse gases we produce. What about you guys, huh? Every time you breathe, you emit carbon dioxide. You have an exhaust pipe in your face.
Yeah, Hans, you tell him.
You're human too, Doc. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear a round of applause for our third comedian this evening, Stephen Theoclito!
little bit about me. I'm married. My wife's Australian. She's originally from England, though. And I guess, for me, being of a different cultural background to her, it gave me a bit of an edge when I was courting her. Like in those movies, Under the Tuscan Sun, where the lady falls in love with an exotic Mediterranean man. It was a little bit like that for us, because I'm from Frankston. I'm from Frankston, but my background's Greek, and, I really want my son to be able to retain certain aspects of my parents' culture. Things like not having friends over because he shares a bedroom with his grandmother, having a moustache in year 7, and to spit on things to prevent the evil eye. Bravo, Spiro, you look healthy, you look good, bravo, poo, poo. Sorry, Spiro. But, I've seen these stickers on cars recently. They've got the outline of Australia on them. And on the inside, it's got this racist slogan. It says, F off, we're full. And this is really offensive to so many people, Obviously, migrants, other Australians, even Indigenous Australians. They're upset because they're thinking, why the hell didn't we come up with these stickers? I wish we had a boat people policy 200 years ago. I'm a tight ass, guys. And, being a tight ass and married to my wife, it's a little bit frustrating. Particularly, she's always buying stuff. And it's stuff that I don't really think we need, stuff like food. But it doesn't end there. It's all kinds of stuff. She loves to read novels, so she's always buying books, right? And they're like $30 each. She'll buy like 20 a year. That's $600 a year, guys, on books. What a waste of money. I don't know, these people that want to learn stuff and they love reading. Far out, I don't know. But hey, at least I know what I'm getting for her birthday this year, right? One of those portable things. You get lots of books inexpensively on the one nifty device. Yeah, a f***ing library card. Thanks a lot, guys. You've been fantastic. Cheers.
You got to find a way to pay this bill, Doc. Don't you have some invention that you could patent and make some money out of?
Alas, most of my brilliant inventions have been ripped off. For example, when I first developed Hans, I had the idea for a search engine that would organize all of the world's information.
You mean like Google?
No, my search engine was called Strudel. Yes, in the early 90s, Steve Jobs offered me a job at Apple to further my global search engine, but alas, we had a disagreement and the job fell through.
So you never got to make apple strudel?
Anyway, a few years later, the Google search engine was released and, the rest is history.
Why did you give up so easily? You should have taken your idea to another company straight away, like BlackBerry. Then you could have made BlackBerry strudel.
Krackup.